The smell of hot fries drifted through the bright afternoon air of the food court when a single sentence, spoken with trembling hope, changed two lives forever. A tired young mother stood at the edge of a table, her hands gently resting on her son's shoulders, asking for something so small it felt almost invisible in a world rushing past them. She did not know that the men she approached carried more wealth than the entire mall combined. She only knew her child was hungry, the sun was still high in the sky, and dignity had already been swallowed by desperation. Before the story unfolds further, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and quiet miracles that happen in plain daylight, please like this video, comment your thoughts, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to the channel Good Soul. Your support helps stories like this reach hearts that need them most. The woman's name was Maribel Cruz, and the boy clinging to her was 7-year-old Ishan, thin as a shadow and far too serious for his age. The day had started with promise. Sunlight poured through the city streets, buses hummed, shops opened their doors, and Maribel believed she might finally find work. But by noon, rejection had piled up like unpaid bills. Her savings were gone, her phone battery nearly dead, and the weight of motherhood pressed harder with every passing hour. Ishan had not complained once. He never did. He only watched people eat as if studying a language he no longer spoke. The men at the table sat alone, dressed simply, sunlight glinting off the glass beside him. His name was Arman Vale. To the world of finance, he was untouchable, a self-made billionaire whose tech empire reshaped industries. To strangers, he looked like just another man eating lunch. He had chosen this place intentionally, craving anonymity, craving a reminder of ordinary life after a morning of boardrooms and numbers that no longer felt real. Maribel approached him because he looked kind, not rich. She asked for nothing more than a few fries for her son, her heart pounding with shame and fear of rejection. The mall noise seemed to fade as Arman looked up and saw the boy's eyes. They were not pleading. They were tired. Something inside Arman cracked open, something he had sealed away years ago when success demanded distance and detachment. Arman gestured for them to sit, and though no words were exchanged, the moment stretched with meaning. He pushed the tray closer. Ishan hesitated, then reached out carefully, as if afraid the food might disappear. Maribel's shoulders sagged, relief and humiliation mixing into silent tears she refused to let fall. Sunlight streamed through the skylight, illuminating a moment so ordinary yet so profound it felt sacred. Arman watched them eat, noticing the way Maribel broke fries in half to make them last longer, noticing how she pretended not to be hungry. Memories surfaced uninvited. He remembered his own childhood afternoons, when his mother skipped meals so he could eat, when kindness from strangers had kept them afloat. Wealth had not erased those memories. It had only buried them under years of noise. Instead of leaving after lunch, Arman stayed. He listened without questions as Maribel's exhaustion told its own story through posture and silence. He saw intelligence in her eyes, strength worn thin but not broken. He saw a future in Ishan that deserved protection. The world outside remained bright and busy, unaware that something irreversible had already begun. Arman made a decision that day, not out of pity but recognition. He arranged help quietly, the kind that preserves dignity. By evening, Maribel had a temporary job, childcare support, and a safe place to sleep. She never learned his net worth, never needed to. To her, he was simply a man who noticed. Weeks passed under the same warm daylight skies, and change unfolded steadily. Maribel worked, saved, and regained confidence piece by piece. Ishan laughed more, his shoulders lighter, his eyes curious again. Arman checked in from a distance, never intruding, never seeking gratitude. Giving had healed something in him that billions never could. One afternoon, as the sun dipped slightly but still ruled the sky, Arman watched from across the street as Maribel and Ishan walked hand in hand, sharing an ice cream, their laughter cutting through traffic noise. In that moment, Arman understood that his greatest legacy would never be measured in stock prices or headlines, but in lives gently redirected. If this story is touching your heart, please take a moment near the end of this video to like, share, and subscribe to Good Soul, because every small action helps keep stories of hope alive. Before we close, we have one special request for you. Please comment below and tell us what kindness means to you, or share a moment when a stranger changed your life. The afternoon sun continued to shine as Maribel and Ishan disappeared into the crowd, no longer invisible, no longer alone. And somewhere behind them stood a billionaire who finally remembered that the smallest acts, done in daylight without applause, are the ones that truly change the world.